Ibrahim Abubakar joins us live. Good afternoon, Ibrahim. Thanks for joining us. So, where currently are you?
Well, I just left Konongo some few minutes ago. I'm on my way to Dwaso. But it's the same situation we find ourselves in Konongo and Dwaso. Konongo, some 30 minutes ago or 1 hour ago, there was a near scuffle between supporters of the incumbent Animedu entry and supporters of one of the aspirants who is the MD for Accra Delegates Center, Kofi Nkansa. All because these supporters, numbering about 20 of the aspirants, came to vote, but their names were omitted in the register. Apparently, these 20 supporters were suspended when they met with the aspirants, even before nominations were open. And this, according to the party, was a breach of their constitution. So they had to suspend these 20 people. But just some few weeks ago, the Asante regional chairman of the party went around some constituencies, and after meeting them, he asked that they should be reinstated. So today they were going there hoping that their names are in the album, they were going to cast their ballot. But when they got there, their names were not there, and this generated a lot of scuffle. And just 3 days ago, the Ashanti Regional Security Council issued a statement with regards to this election, saying that the election will be manned only by the police, military, and fire service. That's the traditional security men. And no macho men or muscularly built people will be tolerated. Okay. But this morning, that wasn't the case. When the scuffle started, we saw some macho men. We don't know where they came from at Konongo when they were engaged in the brawl. But fortunately, reinforcement was sent to the party quarters, and for now, calm has restored, and the police have taken over the entire polling center. The same situation applies to...
Well, Ibrahim, before you go to the other center, so this particular area and the issue there, I would want to find out if it has been resolved and that the people have been able to cast their ballot, because you said that the regional NPP executive there ordered that they should be allowed to vote.
Exactly, they are yet to vote, but I've seen some of them around. So the police has taken over, so they are waiting for the regional executives to tell them what to do next, as to whether they should allow these people to cast their ballot or not. But as it stands now, they have not been allowed to vote because their names are not in the register and they don't have the accreditation to vote today.
Have you gotten any of the contenders to talk to on this particular issue, and what have they been telling you?
Well, I spoke to Kofi Nkansa, whose supporters were denied voting. He is not enthused with the situation, but he also leaving it for the regional executives to handle because he doesn't want to take the law into his hands. So they are hoping that let's say by the close of the day or by the 1 p.m. that voting will close, his people will be allowed to vote.
Do we know the number of people who have been affected by this particular decision?
They are a little over 20. I can't tell you specific, but they are a little over 20 delegates. And the same situation applies to Asante Akyem South too, okay, which is at Dwaso, where some supporters of Baisose Kufo, so who met him before nominations were open, they were also suspended. They came today to vote, but their names were omitted in the register. So we are waiting on what next the party executives will order, whether they should be allowed to vote or they remain suspended.
Well, still stay around and we'll come back to you for more on this developing story. This is still Midday.